This is the type of shit New York City going through right now, where our homeless population gets to die on the sidewalk, but the migrants are up in a hotel living good life.
They call this a crisis. Nah, fam, this is not a crisis. This is a big business.
Where's that right? Where our homeless population is dying on the sidewalk, but the migrants are in hotels living good life.
Let's talk about who's getting played and who's getting paid.
Yo, look at this shit here. This shit's so bad that is dying in the streets. Homeboy died last night on the sidewalk. Nigga just been there all night. Just been there. Ain't nobody. Niggas just walk about this dude. He be dead all night. This is the type of shit New York City going through right now, where our homeless population gets to die on the sidewalk, but the fucking migrants are up in a hotel living good life. Where's that right? Where our homeless population is dying on the sidewalk, but the migrants are in fucking hotels living good life. Let's figure that one out.
Some see this as a crisis, but I see this as a business. A business worth billions of dollars. The government is just throwing money at this. Meanwhile, some of our homeless citizens, some of our brothers and sisters are left to die in the streets. Let's talk about why. Hotels and lodging. The U.S. spent $10 billion on migrant services in New York City alone. And that number is expected to keep right on rising. That's guaranteed money flowing into businesses at a premium each month. Example, New York City hotels are paying 2 to 3 times as much per night to house migrants. So that's why you got homeless brothers and sisters on the streets. Look at the options. They can house migrants at 2 to 3 times the rate of an average stay. It's not hard to figure it out. We got nonprofits like Southwest Keys and Endeavors. These folks are not just helping. They're raking in hundreds of millions of dollars in fees from the state. These contracts just keep on coming. And guess what they have? They have a guaranteed source of income that comes on a regular basis in the form of migrants. Those migrants need housing. They have housing. Therefore, they get contracts. You ever notice how empty shelters for U.S. citizens stay underfunded? And how migrants, somehow, some way, we find the money, whether it's New York or if it's Chicago. Ever noticed that? Weird, isn't it? For the migrants, they just roll out the red carpet. It's like running an Airbnb. The government pays up front for a year. They always leave a tip. They pay double the fee, and they never leave you a bad review. See, the brother in the video doesn't get it. He doesn't understand. He sees this brother dead on the street all night. He doesn't realize that brother is basically worthless. Those migrants in those buildings, priceless. Food services. They're feeding the business, not the people. I don't think they care about the people at all. It's about the business. So who's benefiting? Aramark, Sodexo, delivery services like Instacart, Uber, DoorDash, Uber Eats. They're securing multi-million-dollar contracts to feed the migrants. Example, New York City's debit card program, $1,000 a month. $1,000 a month. Someone's delivering food to people's doors. and they have a built-in system. Guaranteed money on a card, $1,000 a month. How much of that money is going to corporate chains? Now figure this out, because a lot of people know we live in a capitalistic society, but they stop there, they don't go all the way. Listen, we print our own money, we pay who we want, and we keep paying. Because it's not our money, it's our money. It's a money faucet. The money faucet runs on your tax dollars. But if you got a bucket, meaning a contract, you can get some of the money coming out the faucet. Not everybody's mad about migrants. Some people are overjoyed. That's what I'm telling you. Meanwhile, we got people with food stamps who can't catch a break. We got people living in between who make just too much to get food stamps. So sorry, but not enough to get ahead. And we got people that are on food stamps that don't get nearly as much because it's coming out of different buckets. So these companies are being funded by the federal government. They're being subsidized by the federal government. Every day is Christmas when it's migrant time. Let's talk security. Got to keep those migrants protected. Who's benefiting? Private security companies like G4S, Securitas, and state-funded law enforcement. They are paid extra money to keep the migrants safe. Extra money on the books, picking up extra paychecks, long-form contracts that continue to grow and grow and grow. Once again, not everybody's upset about migrants. Some people are clapping. They say they can't afford more security in the black neighborhood. But when it comes to migrants, they got a blank check. Healthcare. So why do migrants get better priority care over U.S. citizens? Well, in 2022, California spent $22 billion, over $22 billion, on healthcare for illegal immigrants, including state-funded healthcare. Hospitals get paid, providers like HCA Healthcare, and community healthcare centers. They build a government for emergency healthcare services, which means healthcare at a premium once again, meaning double the rates, double to triple the rates of regular citizens, of U.S. citizens. Meanwhile, somebody watching this show right now knows somebody who died in an emergency room waiting for help, or died because they couldn't afford to get treatment. Migrants don't have that problem. You know, if it seems like being a migrant is better than being a struggling Black American, that's because it's true. It is better to be a migrant than a struggling Black American. Or a struggling American, period. You know, I wanted to come up with a way to make this more real for you. Anybody ever knew someone who took in foster kids? Now, a lot of people that take in foster kids don't really love them kids like that. But they do love the money. The checks come on time, and they keep coming as long as you do the job. Yeah, a lot of people took in kids who didn't care for the kids, but they cared for the check. And for everybody that's clapping for Joe Biden or clapping for the government or that opens the door for migrants, they got to understand this is the same type of hustle. The migrant hustle is similar to the foster child hustle. The difference is those kids got to stay in a real home. migrants, they're just seen as walking gold mines. Literally, not people. I mean, just think about it. Say you're a small business owner. Say you got a hotel, you got your hotel manager out there working for you, and in walks a migrant, and in walks a Black citizen. Yeah, yes, step right up, step right up. I've been waiting. I was here first. Are you a migrant, ma'am? Department of Human Health Services and federal funded or state funded, or what are you? Who are you? No, I pay my own bills. I'm here on my own dollar. I'm a customer. Oh, okay. Thank you. Miss Rodriguez, right this way, ma'am. Yes, this way. Oh, brought all the kids. Fantastic. 10 kids. Woo. This way, Miss Rodriguez. Right this way, sister. Please. Thank you. Gracias. Can't believe this. Believe it. Sister, these states pay 3 months in advance, and they pay 2 to 3 times the premium of what you pay. So, step aside, I'll get to you later. Or not. Yes, Miss Rodriguez, I'm sorry to keep you waiting. You know how these poor American citizens are. You're the VIP, Miss Rodriguez. Anything you need, let me know. Money talks. Bullshit walks. Are you upset? Tell to somebody who cares. This is about paper. The migrant crisis is not a crisis for everyone. For some, it's a big business, and it's a business that's flowing. A magical time when the money's coming in nonstop and everyone's benefiting. Well, not everyone. Not your poor ass. Of course, your services, well, they pretty much dry up because they need to be refunded, reallocated, redirected to migrants because that's the hot ticket. It's a big business for landlords, security firms, food suppliers, delivery services, healthcare providers, law enforcement, you name it. If they sell it, these people need it. They come here with nothing. And they don't even need money because we're paying ourselves. Get it? They tell us we need to be compassionate. But let's be real. Who's getting paid and who's getting played? I want to hear from you. Put it in the comment section below. Have you seen this playing out in your city? Let us know. I'm Tim Black. Subscribe to this channel.